I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
What is up? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of First Date. You can see my guest today on tour all over the country, and you may recognize him from FX's English teacher. Give it up for Sean Patton.
Oh, there's actual people clapping. That's awkward for a first date.
It's my live studio audience behind
Yes.
the control room.
Yes, I'm not gonna look in that direction because I'll get nervous. Trying to stay confident. Trying to stay confident in the moment.
Where are you from?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yep. And then my parents moved us to the suburbs of New Orleans when I was a teenager, which suburbs,
Have you had some good Mardi Gras?
a lot of good Mardi Gras. Yeah. Have you ever been to Mardi Gras?
Not in New Orleans.
Elaborate.
I've seen like Mardi Gras parades in LA. I don't think that's really Mardi Gras though. I think that's just women with new boob jobs showing off.
Showing off for beads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I don't know if that the parade. I don't know which came first, the Mardi Gras or the parade. I'm gonna guess the parade, but yeah, there are a lot of boobs in New Orleans during Mardi Gras, but not in the parades.
Oh.
The parades are for the families, believe it or not.
Yeah.
People forget about that part.
How it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. Then later, people take the goods they get at the parades and go into the French Quarter and boobs. I think when you're like walking down the street, if someone elects to show you their tits, awesome. But when you see like hordes of fuckers like chanting, like trying to convince women to show their tits, I'm like, you have the internet, right? You have the internet, right? You can see tits whenever you want. Right now, you could see them. You don't have to chant. You can. If you want to just pull up your phone, pull up Pornhub, and then tits, 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 tits. Ah! Throw beads at your phone, but outside of that, there's a lot of other shit to do during Mardi Gras.
Where do you live now?
New York City, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn's cool. Have you ever been to Roberta's?
I have. Yes, I have been to Roberta's.
I love Roberta's.
I'm not gonna say I don't agree with you, which is called. I do like Roberta's.
Roberta's is a pizza place for y'all that don't know, and it's actually really, 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 really good. I have a good time in there. I like the music they play. They kind of, I don't know if they still do, but whenever I was going, they would play like fun rap music. They'd make it like a vibe, and there's Christmas lights in there and like some weird decor.
Maybe I've never been to Roberta's.
The one in Brooklyn?
Now they're saying all this. I'm like, wait, that sounds great. That's not what I was thinking of. Shit. Where in Brooklyn is it?
Oh, man.
Actually, you know what I could do?
Use the
Internet. Now I'm gonna go.
It's in the only one that I've been to is in Brooklyn, but I know that they have some other locations.
What the shit am I thinking of?
It's across the street from it's next to a coffee shop. It's across from a thrift store. Like it's very close to like a little shopping thrift store.
Everything you just said could be anywhere in Brooklyn. It's like next to a coffee shop, across the street from a thrift store. Down the block from a rock climbing. That's not.
It's very hip. They have this indoor. You walk in. There's it's where they're making all the pizza, and they have a fire pit, and then they have like some picnic table looking seating, and then they have a bar in the back, and then there's like an outside area to the left.
I'm thinking of a place called Speedy Romeo.
Oh,
which is similar to what you're. That is a very like.
You have to take the pizza off the screen. I'm so hungry. I cannot watch that.
Oh, nice.
They're like doing slow motion over pizza crust. I'm like, no.
Yeah, pizza is New York's barbecue for you Texans.
Yeah.
And your fucking obsession.
Great analogy.
I mean, I love barbecue, but every time I come here, people throw another place at me, and I'm like, I don't.
Where's your favorite barbecue place?
I mean, I hate to admit it just because I disagree with the people who Franklin's.
Wow.
But I've never. I'm gonna say this once. I've never stood in line, and I hear people will stand in line for 6 hours to eat barbecue. To me, that is out of the no. Come on, it's food.
What's your second favorite?
Terry Black's. Yeah. Terry Black. But I have stood in line. I have stood in line in Terry Black's, but that line goes quick.
It does go quick.
I've heard people will bring a lunch to wait in line to eat lunch at Franklin's. That's fucking insane.
My husband is so proud of how fast that line goes because
is your husband Terry Black?
His dad is Terry Black, but he started Terry Black's.
Oh, Terry Black's is fucking great. Go to Terry Black's because you don't have to wait in line for 6 hours. No, Terry Black's is fantastic.
He has worked so hard at making that line move. And he's very proud. He's always like,
he should be very proud.
He's like, I don't want people to wait that long. I want the line to constantly be moving, so you get your food and you just sit down and enjoy it. So he would love to hear that.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm not just saying this because this is your husband. Right there, quality was right there. Like if you could see the slight, I want the camera to be able to see that. It's a monicum. It's a slight. Only because the guys at Franklin's were awesome. They showed us how they smoked the brisket for 2 years or whatever. And it's like that. It's that, by the way. It's brisket smoked for 2 straight years. But I only got to go because I was opening for David Cross and he got us in the back and we got like a VIP treatment and it was wild and etc. But wait, you want to hear a story?
Always.
This is a quick one. So we get all this barbecue, right? They give us just like, they're like, here's a platter. It's too much food. We can't finish it all. We pack up most of it. We drive to San Antonio. We get to San Antonio, get to the hotel, do our show. It's awesome. And then we get back to the hotel and realize, we forgot all this barbecue. It's still in the car. Right? It's still in the car. It's still in but it was like, I don't give a shit. I went, I checked and it was like, it's fine. I brought it into my hotel room, which had a little fridge, and just put it in there. I was like, I'll just deal with that. I'll eat that in the morning, right? And then he went to bed, and I went out and had some drinks. And there was this girl I met, and she was at the show, and she was very nice, and we had some more drinks, and we end up going out and getting crazier. And then she takes me to this like after hours party in San Antonio. I know, wild. But it was the kind of thing where you had to go. You had to have a code word.
Ooh, speakeasy
kind of thing, yeah. And then they like put everyone in this one room, and the lights were all off, and these bouncers with like black light like pads came and took the cover. But one of the guys recognized me. He's like, "Don't worry about it." I'm like, "Ooh, whoa, thanks. I'm in this after hours party for free." And it was, and then another door opens and there's a band and it's whatever. But like, and then we end up back at the hotel room, right? And I'm like, I don't know what's. I couldn't get a vibe of whether we were going to hook up or not. I just was like, yeah, cool, we'll just keep partying. And then she starts talking about how depressed she was in San Antonio, how she missed all of her friends and her family, but she left where she lived previously because she was in an abusive relationship and she didn't, want to go back there, and she just hated living in San Antonio, and she was so lonely, and now she's bawling, and she's just so overwhelmed with how miserable she is. And I was like, okay, are you hungry? And she was like, I am. I was like, I have some barbecue. And I pulled out the whole tray, opened it for her, and she devoured every single morsel of that. Oh, so did I. I was involved. But she took it all down and was like, thank you. Thank you. And then we cuddled. And when I woke up the next morning, she was gone.
Really?
Yeah, like she never existed.
Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder, you never talked to her ever again?
No. I hope I ate some of the barbecue too, so she didn't die of like Ebola or anything like that.
Yeah.
But like, it was also, I think maybe that meal gave her enough of a protein blast.
It sounds like the best therapy session she ever had.
Ever, yeah. And I woke up like, cool. There you go.
You didn't waste any barbecue.
No, I'm like a Johnny Appleseed for dead meat. If you're out there listening, Chantel, I think your name was. Anyway, if you're out there listening, I hope you're okay. I hope you left San Antonio or started to like it. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on San Antonio. I've only been there once. Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
San Antonio's fun. I like San Antonio.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So aside from that girl, do you have a girlfriend?
I do.
How long have you been together?
Almost a year.
Where
Coming
did you
up on a
guys
year.
meet?
She came to a show in New York last year.
Was she already a fan, or was that the first time she'd ever seen you perform?
She was a fan of English Teacher, the show. So she
Okay.
came and because of that, and then saw me do stand up, and was like, and took pity on me. It was like, oh, he's trying.
Did she meet you after the show?
We actually talked during the show because I asked if anyone else was a Southerner, and she said yes. And I mean, I think it's one of the. It was a small showroom. I was like, "Is there any other Southerners here?" And she was like, "I am," and I could see her from stage pretty clearly. And I was like, "Whoa, whoa!" She's just gorgeous to me, and to everyone. And so I engaged, and I was like, "Where?" And she said, "Kentucky." And we had a back and forth. And she talked about growing up shooting guns, and I was like, "Wild, the South." She told me she took a riflery class in middle school.
What is that?
That's a class where you learn to shoot a rifle
In middle school?
in middle school. Yeah.
How wild.
How Southern? But then again, is Kentucky the South? I'm posing that question.
Is
because
Texas the South?
Texas likes to say it's not the South, but geographically it's the fucking South. It's as South as you can fucking get.
Right.
But they're like, but we're different. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're the South. They just don't like to. I think Texas doesn't like to associate with the rest of the South. But it's like, why? You're the same. Hey, University of Texas is in the SEC now, Southeastern Conference. There you go.
Yeah.
Not the SEC that regulates Wall Street. SEC that regulates the NCAA, motherfucker. Yeah. But yes, Texas is the South. I'm saying it. But it's Kentucky because Kentucky is closer to Canada than it is the Gulf of Mexico. And also some people would call it the Midwest. But I'll call it the South because I like bourbon. And, right? I do. I fucking do.
I love it. It's now become from geographical to personal opinion.
Exactly. Hey, I'm following the Republicans. I don't need fact. It's just my opinion, right? This is the era of the podcast, right? Facts no longer need to be rooted in truth. Just a confident white man saying them out loud. That's all it is now. But no, she, and then we met. She said, and we talked for a little bit, and then the show continued on, and then afterwards, she invited me to a bar, and I went. I went, and I'm gonna say this. I had 2 more spots that night in New York, and I canceled both of them
Because you wanted to go out with her?
because just to keep hanging out.
I'm just an odd guy doing odd jobs. I'll race you. I'm Ian Finance. Hey, how are you? And each week, I'm in different towns across the country doing stand-up comedy. And to keep me from rotting in my bed or putting a gun to my head, I get you to teach me how to do your job. Ian Do, an odd guy doing odd jobs. YouTube.com/Ian Finance Comedy. Every other Tuesday, produced by YMH. I gotta rip a fart too, bro. Let it loose, toot toot. I'll see you out there. How long you been working here?
Lately, I feel like online shopping has become a guessing game when it's time to check out. I was constantly building carts and then abandoning them when it asked me to log in and go to checkout. But that was before Shopify and their purple Shop Pay button. No more digging for my wallet or constantly resetting my password. It's online shopping without the hassle. And that's not the only way Shopify has changed the game. They're the platform behind millions of businesses, from brands like ours here at YMH and the ones that are just getting started. If you're in the process of bringing your business or brand to life, Shopify has the templates you need to build an online store without having to know how to code or whatever. See less carts go abandoned and more sales go with Shopify and their Shop Pay button. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/date. Go to shopify.com/date. That's shopify.com/date. Where'd you guys go? Why didn't she go with you to your shows?
Because that's a world I would never. I know some comedians.
I would do that.
Of course, yeah, I know some people would. That's just not how I operate. At a comedy club, I don't have time to like give energy to anyone else.
Yeah.
I was doing like an hour set at this place called Grove 34 in Astoria, Queens, which is a awesome like black box theater style place for comics to just go and just like, you want to do an hour on a Tuesday, do it. Shout out to Grove 34, they're fucking great. And then to go into the city and then bring her into like the comedy club world where I'm not like, I barely knew her, I was like, nah. And it was like, there were late night spots and I was like, I'll make it up to you. I texted both club like bookers. I was like, hey, I can't make it tonight. I'll make it up to you. And I did. But yeah, we just kept hanging out and that was almost a year ago.
When was your first kiss?
That night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then, do you guys live together?
No. A year? Hey. Hey, you're the one blinding me with the ring, so I'm not saying I'm right now. You know what I mean? I was in a long-term relationship from like 2014 to 2022, right? And we moved in together pretty quick. And so I don't know. This time, I think this is what I do love about New York, living in New York. And I think dating in New York is probably exceptional when compared to other cities. It's like she has her space, I have mine. We spend a lot of time. I probably spend more time at her place because it's cleaner and fucking nicer than mine. But it's like we have our spaces, and it's also great when it's like, hey, you're home, I'm home, we're doing our own things.
How long does it take for you guys? How long does it take for you to get to her place from your place?
Depending on the mode of transportation, but like I'll generally I like public transportation. I support it, so I'll take the train. It'll take me 35 minutes. Nothing insane.
I love taking the subway.
I love taking. Dude, I know people who've been in New York as long as I have, 19 years almost.
That's a long time.
I know. I'm an official New Yorker at this point. I think. Like I got my New York green card. I think.
You did.
You
do. Yeah.
And like, I know some people that won't fuck with it anymore, which is just I love it, man. I love it. I still love. I love hailing cabs. Everyone is. I get it. Sometimes you just want to jump in a fucking Uber but sometimes it's fun to just walk out of a club. I did that the other night. I had to go from New York Comedy Club to the Cellar, which I could. I like. That's one of my favorite things about being a comedian in New York, is how many steps you get in.
I was just gonna say.
I know that's a dumb thing to say out loud, but sometimes when you got like 4 spots in a night and you got to go like New York Comedy Club stand, Cellar, back to the state, whatever. You time it out right. They're booked with enough space in between. You just get to walk and rethink what you just did on stage or what you're about to do on stage, and then you look at your fucking Fitbit. Hell yeah! You look at your Fitbit at the end of the night, and you're like 20,000 steps.
Yeah,
baller. And I love that. I love walking. I love taking a train when it's nice out. I love taking the city bikes. I love not owning a car. I love not having to think about a car. I love not having to fucking park and remember where I parked, which was never a big problem, but still. I've lived in LA before. I've spent chunks of time out there. Whereas I lived in East Hollywood. I don't even know if that's a designated neighborhood, but Fountain and Highland, for those of you who are the geography nerds out there. But I remember like pulling up to the place, and I luckily had a drive, like a parking area. But you'd have people just sitting in their cars with their hazards on, waiting for parking spots to open up. And you're like, that's
ridiculous.
This is not worth it. This is not worth it at a certain point. But I get it. It's LA. In New York, I love not having a car. I don't even fucking think about it. Oh, but what if I need a car to go on road gigs? I'll rent one. I'll take a train. There's a lot of train situations.
Have you dated a lot of people in New York?
Not really, because I was with someone for 8 years, just over 8 years, and that was a long time. And before that, man, as a young up and coming comedian, my head was not in that space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was also like broke as shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the first handful of years that you're a comedian in New York where you're like, you're getting by. I look back on those years and I'm like, I don't even fucking know how.
What's the perfect first date in New York?
Perfect first date. Ooh. Are you asking me as Sean the comedian or me as like
You.
just okay?
Yeah, like you.
My perfect first date for me would be preferably in the spring or the autumn. If you're gonna pick date time, part of the year, let's go autumn because I like autumn better. The leaves are changing. You know, you get to wear light jackets and you're not all sweaty. You know, all right. Meet at the Brooklyn Promenade, which is ballers. Fuck, you ever been out there?
No.
It's beautiful. Meet there, take a little walk, just talk. I've never been a fan of. Here's the thing. Here's the truth. I've never really dated that much. I've always just jumped into things. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like it's been like I meet someone, we either hook up or we don't, but then within that week, it's like a thing.
Right.
It's like now we're just dating.
No, I got it. I get you. Yeah.
Similar? Right.
I'm very similar. If I meet you and I go on a date with you and I like you, I'm like already 75% in.
I remember. Have you ever been to LA?
I lived in LA for 16 years.
Okay. So you know, what's that fucking deli on Fairfax? The deli and the Jewish deli in.
Oh my gosh.
Like what's that?
Yes, Cantor's.
So you know that side room at Cantor's where they used to have shows. They would have like comedy shows, right? I remember I was standing outside. This was in 2018-ish. I was standing outside of there, right? I was waiting for the show to start. And I just was standing there, minding my own business on my phone, making a set list. And these two people come out. And I remember the guy was just pop, just talking a mile a minute. And the woman just kind of wasn't saying much. It was just sort of acknowledging him. And then he goes, well, so, and he starts pointing out a couple different bars they can walk to.
Yeah.
And she just goes, hey, thanks a lot for like dinner and all, but I don't think this is going to go anywhere else. I think we're good. Let's just call it. and he did that thing, was like, oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, well, nice to meet you. And like shakes her hand and then just sort of like awkwardly like beelines out of there. And she just, pulls out her phone. And I was so goddamn curious. I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to eavesdrop or anything, but can I just ask, was that a first date? And she was like, yeah, Jesus, was it that oh my God. I'm like, no, don't be embarrassed. I'm curious. And she's like, yeah, like we connected on an app and it was terrible. She's like, all he did was talk. He just talked, didn't stop to listen, didn't ask barely any questions about me, just for the past hour, just him talking.
She didn't want him to waste her time and she didn't want to waste his time. And she's like, look, let's just cut this. But I've never done that. Have you ever wanted to do that?
No, but I'm just simply saying like that's such a part of like American culture or just like culture in the world. And I've never really done like first dates or second dates or anything. I've just done like, hey, I meet someone, I like you, we're a thing, or I meet someone, it doesn't work, we're just not gonna fucking go home together, or we're not gonna go.
I feel like when that situation,
so maybe that is
happened,
a date technically.
Yeah. When that situation has happened to me and I went on a date with someone, instead of just like cutting it, I'll just start drinking more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? This really sucks. Yeah. I'm just going to have a good time and be in my own space. And then whenever we're done, I'm just going to peace out. And at least I like feel good and you got a little funnier. That's it.
Bring like a little baggie of like B12 or just like crushed up vitamins or something, or Coke if you want, but just if it's getting weird, just and just start fucking
funny.
Ripping toots right at the table. See how they react. You know what I mean? If they're like, oh, can I get in on that? I'm like, okay, now we're talking. It's just B12. Do you have any real shit?
Yeah.
Or if they're weirded out by it, now you're good.
Yeah.
Or you know those things. There's so many fucking videos on TikTok and Instagram. The tutor, those like secret little fart machines.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about though?
I mean, I can imagine a fart machine.
Right, but they're little and they're hidden and you can just make. Every woman should carry one of those.
That would be funny.
Just so like if you're like, this isn't going anywhere, just excuse me, and just see how they react. You know what I mean? And it might do the work for you if you're just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, all right, so, you know what? If you're going to be like that, I'm out of here. All right, cool. Or that might intrigue this person more and open up a whole new pathway to love.
Yeah. Like, wow, you're so open.
Wow, that's so cool. You're just so free with your pheromones.
You're so relaxed.
So first date, the perfect first date, before the farting is necessary. I say meet. If you're in New York in autumn, you have so many outdoor amazing places you can meet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can go Central Park. You can go to the High Line. You can go to the Brooklyn Promenade. You can go. I mean, I could keep naming places. The Long Island, whatever the fuck Long Island cities.
How long do you walk?
An hour.
That's a long walk.
You're right. As soon as I said that, I was like, that might be too long. you're right.
I give it 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Can we go to half hour? Can we meet in the middle?
If we're doing good, let's say 30 minutes.
Okay. All right. As soon as I said an hour, I was
I'm like, okay,
wait
look, you're
minute.
wearing a Fitbit. Not everybody's wearing a Fitbit.
I'm trying to get 7,000 steps in before dinner.
This is a workout. We're going to go to Juice Land and get a green juice after this.
We're going to need one. We're going to need a cool down. All right. We're going to do a sauna,
Or a
non-sexual.
plunge.
Yeah, we're going to plunge. We're going to do a cold plunge. We're going to need it.
An hour walk.
An hour.
You just keep walking. You're like, hold on. How long does this walk go? Where are we going?
Yeah.
We're going to walk from here to Central Park.
Yeah. And you're like, we're in fucking Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Like, well, it's good. We got to go over a bridge. We better get to it. You're wearing those? Just that. You show up. You're like, you're wearing those? We're walking. You're wearing heels? The fuck is wrong with you? Okay, half-hour walk. You're right. That's a good point. Right? That half-hour walk will set the tone. Listen, all right? I care about my cardiovascular health. You know what you can still do in New York that no one acknowledges?
What?
Drink in the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Because during the pandemic, they sort of like soft lifted that law that you couldn't have alcohol in the streets because otherwise we all would have gone fucking insane, more insane than we were already going. Mm-hmm. So I think you can still, I'm pretty positive you could still like go to a bodega and just get like 2 beers and just crack them and keep them in.
Yeah.
So now the walk can be like 40 minutes. 45 minutes. It's just me figuring out new ways to walk longer.
Yeah.
We got beers. We got beers though. This is 45 minutes of walk. All right, half an hour walk. Get to a dining situation.
Because you're starving.
Because you need calories. Your protein, you need a spike. I would say a dinner situation, but more, I don't like nothing traditional. I think big plate meals for a date, stupid.
You got to go to the original Shake Shack.
You got to go to I'm not mad at that at all.
Let me tell you a story.
I'm not mad at that at all.
I went to New York over Christmas. I was there for 4 days.
Okay.
And I went to 11 Madison, which is like a Michelin. It's like a 3-star Michelin restaurant. To get there from our hotel, we took the subway. We went down. Took the subway. We come out and we're walking, and we went through this little tiny park, and there was a Shake Shack in the little tiny park.
That's the OG Shake Shack.
And then, literally, like you throw a ball, and 11 Madison Park was there.
Right there.
So we go in. And the entire time that they sit us by the window, and I'm staring at Shake Shack. And the food at 11 Madison Park was mid, as most 3-star Michelin restaurants are. In my opinion, I think it's so overrated. But
You need 2 stars so you're not lazy. Once you get that 3-star, now you're lazy.
Then you're like, oh, we're set.
You need 2, and then that constant jealousy of like, why don't we have the 3rd one?
There was literally
Keeps you
nothing
working.
I could tell you that stood out for me at the restaurant.
Yeah.
But I'm staring at Shake Shack, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And Mark, my husband, is like, that's the original Shake Shack. And I'm like, no way. I love Shake Shack. I'm like, I didn't know that was the original one. Why are we here?
I think, and this is where you and I are forming a coalition, right? I think anyone who doesn't like Shake Shack only doesn't like it because of the like optics of it. They're like, oh, I got to get a fucking little buzzer and just wait for my burger to be announced or whatever. Because that's the best fucking cheeseburger
Ever.
of all of the chains.
All.
I'm saying over Five Guys,
You're.
and I'm about to piss off the West Coast, but over fucking In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I'm saying it. Give me Shake Shack over In-N-Out.
Shake Shack all
It's
day. Tell me a
baller.
better. And I like the fries with the cheese sauce.
Fries are better. I mean,
They're
the fries.
shakes. They're Oreo shakes.
You saw that? Saw that?
I know.
That's so delicious. The thought of it created an insulin burst that thus triggered an early type 2 diabetic response.
No.
And I lost movement in my arms.
I understand.
That's how good that is.
I know.
That's how good that shake is.
I know.
In-N-Out, look, I'm going to say the burger at In-N-Out is exceptional, but the fries are dog shit. You might as well just give me dog shit. It might as well be a delicious burger and a little...
They're all limp.
Little piece of poop.
Have you ever had
Limp
a
fries?
all their fries are limp.
Always.
Have you ever had a fry that stood its, what do you call that?
Erection?
Yeah.
An erect fry?
Yeah. An erect fry?
At Shake Shack?
No, at
At
In-N-Out.
Yeah, dude, they're all...
You've never had an erect fry?
It's each fry is like a penis that just went in and out of a butthole or a vagina until it orgasmed, and is now just limp. That's
Yeah.
what that special sauce is.
Maybe that's why they called it In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, exactly. Oh, Five Guys fries, those are amazing. If I'm ever on a ship that sinks and I need to build a flotation device, the fuck are those? Those are logs. Those are logs to build a survival raft on. So great. If I'm ever on a ship, I would like there to be a Five Guys in case it sinks. But Shake Shack.
So we walk for an hour.
We're going an hour now? You'll do an hour?
If you're taking me to Shake Shack,
Yes.
the original Shake Shack,
Right.
I'll walk from Brooklyn to Shake Shack.
Okay.
That'll take a long time.
Here's what we'll do. We'll compromise. We'll meet in, say, the Lower East Side.
Okay.
And then we'll walk to that Shake Shack.
Okay.
That's a good 42-minute walk.
I'm sold. I'm
Okay?
sold.
It's a good walk. Lots of things to look at. Atmospherically, we are engaged.
100%.
It's going great. We're talking shit. We walk past that stretch of Indian restaurants on what is it? First Ave? You ever walk past those guys?
I'm
It's like
sure.
four Indian restaurants that I believe are owned by the same people, but they present it like it isn't. And they've all got barkers outside that like each try and like out bark each other.
Oh, yeah.
There's like, no, don't go to him. We'll give you free appetizers.
So Italian.
It's exactly. People are people. Proves. But like, yeah, walk past those guys and you're like, oh no, thank you. And then you go through the East Village, and I love the East Village, but there's also like pockets of the East Village where you're just like, oh, this is fucking Valley frat boy shit.
Yeah.
But it's still fun to poke fun at. And then you go by Tompkins Square Park where they have like the concrete ping pong tables. They're just out there 24/7.
I need to spend more time in New York.
Yeah, New York rips. It's fucking awesome. And I think you got to bring your own paddle. I think that's the rule, and your own ball.
So I like this. So we go for the walk, for the 42-minute walk to Shake
to Shake
Shack,
Shack.
and then we can go play ping pong.
We'd have to get our food, and then we'd have to head back. See, from there, I would say more. Now that we're already that high up in the city, let's go do something. Oh, this is what we do. We shoot across town. We take a bus. No, we walk.
More walking.
But not that much more.
Okay.
Because there's Gotham Comedy Club right there.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent club. Love it. I pop in, do a set. Right? But I make it look that way. But what you don't know is I was booked already. Right? But I make it look like we just walk in and they're like, oh, Sean, you're here? Go on up, buddy.
Yeah.
Right? And I make it look that way.
We love
right?
this.
Right? I go on stage. Hopefully I do well.
You crush.
Yes. Okay, there we go. You're saying this is our fantasy together.
Yeah.
And so I'm on board. Right? And then we leave there.
You do crowd work. It's the best ever.
the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even get to do any material.
I just can't
Because
even-
the crowd is
They're
just,
just so like
dead.
because they're all in on it.
Yeah. They're all paid actors.
They're all like, I hired them all to be there. I bought all their tickets. And it's great. And then we leave there, and right next door to it is that, I can't remember what the name of the hotel is, but it's where like Sid and Nancy used to stay.
Oh, next to Gotham Comedy Club? The Chelsea Hotel.
The Chelsea Hotel, right? And then that,
Look at me fucking knowing
Exactly.
my places. I only know that because I stayed there. That's where I was.
Nice.
Have you ever been in there?
No, is it fucking cool?
The rooms are so cool. It's like an apartment. Ours had a kitchen
But what was
and
it?
a laundry room.
But remind me, the thing was, that is where Sid Vicious killed Nancy, his wife or his girlfriend?
There was a murder?
I thought that's what the thing was, right? I thought it was like a...
I don't know.
You know what that place? You know what that reminds me of? One time I was doing...
Chateau Marmont?
Well, no. I mean, I've been to Chateau Marmont.
John Belushi died there.
John Belushi did die there.
But anyway, back to Sid.
But wait, no. Side note: I was doing shows in Milwaukee, and this one club put me at the Ambassador Hotel. Do you know what the Ambassador Hotel is in Milwaukee? It's where Jeffrey Dahmer killed multiple people.
Stop.
Yeah, right. And as I was checking in, I was like, "Hey, like, so this happened, right?" And they just can't. They're not allowed to confirm or deny it.
Check this out. They pulled this up. Sid Vicious and Nancy.
Oh, here we go.
Famously stayed at New York City's Hotel Chelsea, where Nancy was found stabbed to death in their room 100. That's not the room I stayed in. On October, I stayed in room 2. A tragic event that cemented the hotel's legendary status. I wonder, the hotel later split room 100, a place associated with chaos, drugs, and punk lore, into 2 smaller rooms.
Oh, cool. So that changed. That helps.
Yeah.
You're like, I stayed in room 2.
Let's just split this fucking haunted room up.
I like, you look at the hallway you stayed in, it's like 98, 99, 2, 101. You're like, I didn't stay. I was in room 2. Yeah, that's fucking scary. Well, that's what when I was staying in the Ambassador, I'm like, the whole time I was in there, I'm like, this looks like a room where murder could happen. You know, the whole time I couldn't.
Was that the room?
No. I would find out later. They like walled it off, and it's not, or so they say. But walking past the Hotel Chelsea, I'd be like, hey, do you know? I'd say this like I knew it already.
Yeah, like fun fact.
Right. And then that, of course, would bring up a somewhat serious conversation, I'm sure, about like violence. And that would be the point. You know what I'm saying? Because we're having all this fun, but let's just dip into the seriousness a little bit.
Okay.
Let's break that. Let's not act like that's not going to come up at some point. We're not going to get in a slight disagreement.
Okay.
We're not disagreeing. We're not even arguing. We're just talking about something intense because we got to see how we handle insane subject matter.
Yeah.
Right. And by the time that conversation sort of wraps up, we'll be at the High Line. Right. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to get on that, which is an old. You know what the High Line is?
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to get on that. It's an old. For those of you who don't know, it's an old train track, trays that you get up. More walking, I realize. So now
It's been the longest walking date of my life.
So much, and now we're gonna walk. So now we're on 23rd. We're gonna walk down to the West Village. but
My shoes have holes in them.
but it's a nice walk. Now you're on you're walking like, and there's plants, and there's and there's other, and we're making fun of tourists and Instagram wannabe stars who are like, you know, fucking rapping into the screen or like posing, and we're like, oh, and then we start mocking it. It's kind of fun and cute, and then maybe we accidentally embrace for a second, and that's like, whoa, and like, you know, like your boob rubbed up against like our nipples rubbed up against each other.
Okay.
You know, and that's when I realized, like, oh, is she not wearing a bra? And then she's like, oh, does he realize I'm not wearing a bra? And then we both are like in our heads a little bit, but like a little bashful about that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's fine. We're good. And then we get to the West Village. And oh, look, there's a Comedy Cellar. And I drop in there. Again, same thing.
Yeah.
I make it
It's
look.
your yeah.
Same exact thing.
You're like, oh, Sean, God, just the guy we were looking for. Do you have time?
Oh, hey, do you have time? Because you're up in 5, you know?
Yeah.
And if I did just crowd work at Gotham, I want this to show. So at this audience is a little rowdier and a little more hard up, and I got to win them over.
Yeah.
So now she has to watch me go from like struggling a little bit, and now it's like, oh no, but then I win them over.
Right.
And now she's like, oh my God, wow, he overcame
You're
adversity.
so talented.
Wow, exactly. And now we're just out and about in the West Village, right? and we just bar hop around there. There's tons of gay bars, which are fun because you go in there and I'm a bear, as I've learned from all of my DMs. Okay, my DMs are rife with gay men that look exactly like me who have zero filter. It's flattering. It's flattering. I'm saying that out loud. I wish I were gay. I wish.
You'd have so many options.
Oh my God. If I ever needed my balls drained in Fort Wayne, Indiana by a guy with a fucking biker beard, I've got multiple options. Right? It's nice. It's nice to know that. But unfortunately.
Thanks, but no thanks.
I mean, it's so flattering. I haven't, but it's fun to go to gay bars.
Yeah.
But then you bring your date and they realize like, okay, so they make you look good.
And then you're fun.
And then you're having fun.
And then how does our date end?
See, the younger version of me, the 20, 30, 42-year-old version of me, 51-year-old, I'm just going to know. I don't know. Because there used to be, you want in the moment, like you go home and you just have a fucking insane night of physical intimacy. But then as I've gotten older, there's part of me that appreciates the sort of like, hey, just good night. I'll see you next time. The build of anticipation.
Yeah.
Right? The like, oh man, like that was amazing, but it just kind of ended on like a, hey, good night, peck on the lips, see you next time. Right?
Yeah.
Part of me's into that.
And then she goes home.
But then also I'm thinking, well, but it is New York.
But it was also such a good date.
Yeah.
And she probably needs a nap.
She probably needs a nap?
A nap.
Oh, from all the walking? Yeah, well, yeah.
A good night's sleep.
Yeah. Here's what it is. We go into her place, but nothing happens. We just fall asleep together.
You cuddle.
Yeah.
Are you a cuddler?
Depends. I can be honestly, depends. During the summer, no. Absolutely not. I'm a fucking,
Don't touch me.
Well, I also I need the room to be fucking cold to sleep.
Yeah.
Freezing cold. And so then, yes, cuddling can be nice. But during the summer, even then I'm sweaty and hot and just want to radiate. But no, so I would say instead of cuddling, just more like touching. You ever see the end of, not the end, but the movie Lost in Translation? You ever see that movie?
It's been a long time.
There's just a scene where Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson are laying in bed together, just platonically, and he just puts his hand on her foot, right? So we're doing like that, and then she wakes up. But here's what I want to happen: then she wakes up earlier than me, and gets on the scale and realizes that she's lost 4 pounds from all that walking, and that makes her feel like really insanely hot. And then she wakes me up, and we have morning sex.
Okay. I thought you were going to say she's
Yeah.
lost 4 pounds. She goes across the street to a bakery, gets you a croissant and coffee. And before you can wake up, she's got breakfast in bed.
Yes, that's right. That's clearly metaphorically what I was saying. When I said, duh, thank you.
And then that's so hot
Yeah.
that you have morning sex.
Yes, exactly. Metaphorically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So clearly I like dates to be, judging by that, a 16-hour event. You know what I mean? I like them to just be long and drawn out with little plot twists and a lot of steps.
I think that sounds like a great first date.
23,000 steps. No, you know what? Let's go 24,000 steps.
That's
First date.
a lot of steps.
It's a lot of steps, but you know what?
You've lost 4 pounds.
Lost 4 pounds-ish, 4-ish pounds. You know? What about you?
Oh my God.
Yeah?
I mean, after that, I don't even know how I would have a first date other than that.
It's like, have you ever even been on a date before?
Yeah.
You know? You better call up old Terry Black. This is what I'm going to call your husband, because I don't think you've ever, you did say his name.
Mark.
Yeah. Like, Mark, break out the Fitbits. We're going, it's date night. It's date night, brother.
He does love to walk, though.
Does he?
Oh yeah, we would go for we lived in downtown for like 3 years. Downtown Austin,
Okay,
yeah. And we would walk we'd go over Lady Bird Lake, we'd walk past Terry Black's, we'd go all the way over the Congress Bridge and back. And so we would do 10,000 steps like every night.
Are y'all both Austin natives?
No, he's from Lockhart and
Yeah,
I'm from
yeah.
Dallas.
Lockhart. I've heard of Lockhart.
He's from Lockhart.
That's where the motherfucking beef. That's where the bovines is. That's where the beef come from. I've heard, right? Lockhart's like barbecue.
It's like all barbecue. There's
Mecca.
like 5 or 6 barbecue restaurants.
Wait, so then if you're from Dallas and he's from Lockhart, you've both been coming to Austin for a bit.
He's lived in Austin since, I think, I don't know, I'm going to mess this up, but I think he's been in Austin for like 10 years.
Okay.
I've been in Austin for 5.
Okay. Did you hear of or ever, maybe he ever talk about Old Rainey Street?
Yeah.
That, if I would describe a perfect date in Austin, but in like
You had to go back
2006.
then when
Yeah.
all the houses were bars.
That shit was amazing.
People were opening up their houses
That
and
shit was amazing.
making them into bars.
Yeah, now it's, I don't know. Now it's, they built that the Van Zandt or whatever, they built that hotel and then they made it very, they corporatized the shit. They spit shine it. They Chipotle'd it. But like.
There's a really cool German bar down on Rainey Street called Bangers.
Bangers?
Yeah. And it's a beer pub.
Okay.
And it's huge. And they have like 100 beers on tap.
One time for South by Southwest, this was maybe circa 2017, 16, somewhere around there. We went to this, you know how South by Southwest is basically an entire festival of people trying to figure out which after party they're going to.
Yeah, I don't like South by.
Well, that's I enjoyed doing the comedy portion was fun because it was like they never overbooked it. That is an issue I have with a lot of comedy festivals these days where they're like, you look at the posters and it'll be 300 comedians.
Yeah.
And then it'll still say, and many more. And you're like, why? Why do you need more? And so many festivals make this same mistake where they just overbook the shit out of it. And then every show you go to, there's 12 comics doing 9 minutes, which no one's going to do 9 minutes. And the audience is half full because there's just too much.
Yeah.
It's spread too thin. But South by, in my opinion, did a pretty good job because he wouldn't overbook it, the booker. He'd bring in like a group and you felt like you were this small crew in this sea of just like tech, film, music madness.
Yeah.
But like the comedy part was always fun. But we went to this after party on Rainey Street and fucking Grandmaster Flash was DJing. And if you don't, you know what that is? Grandmaster Flash is like hip hop royalty, arguably the guy who invented the modern turntable situation, or at least pioneered it. And he's DJing at this after party, and I noticed that at a certain point, like me and maybe 4 other people, and we're all comedians, are like really into it. And we look back, and everyone's just on their phones, not giving a shit. And we're like, no, no. Like you almost wanted to walk around slapping people. Like, what? That's Grandmaster fucking Flash. But then you realize that's like, that is, it's like, no, that's an old person reaction.
South by, I have never actually learned anything
About
from South by. Like there's all these different places. We'll rent out all these different spaces.
Yeah.
And then they're like, this is like a little tech thing going on, but you're totally invited to go in, and then it's just some free food and free drinks, and like no one's talking about, it's like a corporate party.
Oh, all they want to do is party.
It's just corporate
all
parties.
All they want to do is party.
All over Austin.
One year, me and this other comedian, we do this show, and it was fucking awesome. It was a great show. And this guy comes up to us and he's like, hey, gives us his card, says what corporation he's with. I can't remember, but he's basically like, we're hosting a walking Austin tour tomorrow. Would you guys be willing to just accompany us and like make some jokes, and we'll pay you both this amount of money? And it was that's a insanely yeah. No one's gonna turn down what? $5,000 a piece at the time, and it was to show up and just walk around for an hour
and make some jokes,
making jokes off the tour guide. The idea was the tour guide would say something, and we'd both have like amplification.
That sounds great.
Right.
That sounds fun.
We show up at the bar that we're supposed to be at to meet everyone. The tour guide never shows up. We wait, and we just end up at this bar making jokes with this group of about 20 people. That's it. We're drinking, we're making them laugh, and then the guy's eventually like, all right, well, I guess we're not doing the tour, and then just pays us both. And we're like, thanks. That was it? That was amazing. We got to just hang out at a bar for an hour. We both drank like 2 cocktails and made $5,000.
That's awesome.
And it's because they just have money to hemorrhage.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean?
That's
Like
what
to
I feel like
hemorrhage.
South by is. South by is just a lot of companies that come to Austin. They rent out spaces, have a party, and then they have a lot of money to throw around.
It's also fucking hilarious because a lot of the, I don't know, corporate party planners, it feels like their idea for a party is like, okay, we need a 5-star, is there a 5-star Michelin chef? They only go up to 3? Well, let's find one that's 5. Let's buy 2 more. Let's get them in there.
It's like a competition.
Making like burgers or something simple, right? But they're doing that. Then we're going to have Jimmy Eat World playing the whole time. And then while Jimmy Eat World is playing in the room, by the way, smaller better. So like we're going to have about 300 people, but the room should only be able to hold 770. But we're going to get all 300 people in there. They're all going to get a Michelin, 5-star Michelin burger. Jimmy Eat World's going to be playing, and a comedian is going to be walking around like riffing with everyone, right? While they're wearing VR goggles. Okay? And this is going to be like amazing, and it's going to go from midnight to 7 a.m.
And Waymo's going to host it.
Waymo's going to host it. Oh, and also, fucking Justin Bieber's new gin is the sponsor.
Yeah.
So the only thing people can drink
That's
is
South by. That's South by in
Bieber
a
gin.
nutshell.
Yeah, Bieber gin. It's called Bieber gin, and you got to say it like that. It's a Bieber gin, and it's just
That's South by.
It's called
100%.
Ariana Tears.
Yeah.
Wait, did he date Ariana Grande? I don't fucking know.
No, everyone else
Gomez.
did.
But it's still called. But that's
Selena
why.
Gomez.
Oh no, I like it's still called. Ariana Tears.
Ariana Tears.
Ariana Tears. It's gin. It's Bieber's gin.
That's so funny.
And it's sponsoring. It's like, and that's the thing. But you've been to those, right? Where you walk in, you're like, there's
that's
so much stimulation
so much
right
gets
now.
overstimulation.
Like there's no fucking way anyone's enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone's just VR goggle,
Too
eating a
much.
burger, drinking a fucking gin gimlet,
on a hoverboard.
Everything will be all right. Everything. And Jimmy Eat World and a comedian's like, hey, where'd you get that shirt?
It's crazy. It's crazy time.
Where'd you get
time.
that shirt? You're like, Target. Like, you're not supposed to go there. Like, wow, I thought that was over. That'd be fucking hilarious. 2 people wearing VR goggles, eating a burger, gin, drowned out by Jimmy Eat World, having a philosophical conversation about whether or not you should shop at Target.
I love that that's
Wait.
where we've come to. That is the epitome of this bullshit thing called South by Southwest in Austin.
Also, terrible first date.
Horrible.
Or the greatest first date ever, because if you can make a connection in that way, you're fucking meant to be.
Seriously, if you can hold on to someone after all of that.
That would be an amazing, like, first date, South by Southwest.
Oh my God, sounds like a nightmare.
South by Southwest, Toomey party. Whoa. Let's see if we can survive this.
That's so wild.
Yep, love.
Well, we went over a lot of fun ways to have dates today.
Okay.
Where can people find you?
Oh,
Can you believe it? Our walking tour has ended.
we got some steps in.
We did.
We got some verbal steps in. We got some emotional.
I feel like I got such a good workout
Yeah, me too.
from this.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
I feel healthy.
Yeah.
Shake Shack?
That sounds so good.
Go to my website. It is therealseanpatton.com. And I'm on social media at mrseanpatton.com. I'm touring constantly. I have specials on, when is this coming?
It's probably in like the next couple weeks.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, come see me. I'm on tour. You'll see. Just go to my website. I'm on tour constantly. And new special dropping later this year. I got a couple already out. They're on YouTube at this point because that's where everything ends up because everything's just licensed now, which is nice because we get it back. Ownership of it. But yeah, just follow me. I'm constantly out there, constantly putting stuff out. Watch English Teacher. We did not get a season 3, but we made 2 amazing seasons, and there are 18 great episodes, and on to the next.
Thank you.
On to the next.
I hope you get another one soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No. Thank you.
Anytime.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of First Date. We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.